Hello everybody, JaffaArchfiend here. Ooh, let me turn my lights on. That was a whoops. Hey everybody, JaffaArchfiend here. So, 1.5 patch stream going on. This 1.5 special program for Genshin Impacts is going to be occurring in, well, about 2 minutes. So, just like we did with the last couple of ones, let's take a look-see and see how this 1.5 patch is going to go. How is everybody doing whilst we're in the interim of waiting? Why am I getting buzzed? What is buzzing at me? Okay. So it's just that. Okay. Cool, cool. Oh, here we go. 60 seconds. The countdown has begun. I'm just going to refresh the screen just a bit so I can get it all behaving properly. Alright. All seems to be good there. Oh, good. The refresh didn't muck up anything there. Okay, cool. Oh, I do love that art. One thing you've got to love with these games is the art. It is just oof. So, according to information provided by the Chinese stream earlier in the day, this is Eula, E-U-L-A, ironic spelling names, who is going to be a cryo claymore, as you can tell by the great big, dirty great big sword and the cryo vision she's got there. And it's from Mondstadt. As you can tell by the background. Premiere will begin shortly. Woohoo! I'm just going to do a quick refresh just to make sure it's behaving. Okay, all good. And of course, the Genshin Impact chat is a little bit hyped up on there. So, let's see how this is all playing out with 1.5. For Genshin Impact. It's a very nice, it's a pretty decent game to be honest in my opinion. Has some issues, but what game doesn't? Alright, that's 1700, that's, there we go. Should be playing now. Oh, buffering. Ah, there we go. Its own final countdown now, so 2 minutes now. Just making sure the audio is coming through clear enough for that. Yep, audio's coming clear for that. Good, good, good. Oh, we kind of suck at those games, like, hey, I'm watching, listening to all this, and none of the sound from the stream itself was coming through. So with that being said, I can put this into full screen now. Now that it's got that going on there. Make sure it's behaving in OBS. Just that size there. There we go. I don't think Eula's gonna be Diluc's lost sister. Mostly because they're from different families. As in legitimate different lineage families. So, if I recall correctly, Eula's supposedly a descendant of the Lawrence family, which was once a family of nobility, whereas it's implied that Diluc's family line is from Vanessa, who was a gladiator slave 1,000 years back. So that's his lineage. The Lawrence family was the noble family who had Vanessa as a slave back in the old days of Mondstadt, being ruled by the nobles. So I don't think they're related. Oh, here we go. Alright, so see what we got going on here then.
Once upon a time,
Ooh.
two twins traveled together throughout the universe. But one day, their path was blocked, and they were separated by an unknown god.
Ether!
Lumine!
And now, the two of them are finally reunited in the Genshin Impact version 1.5 special program!
Yay! Welcome, everybody. I'm Zach Aguilar, and I voice the male traveler Ether in Genshin Impact.
Hey everyone, I'm Sarah Miller-Cruz, and I voice the female traveler, Lumine.
It's so great that we're together for this program, especially since our characters finally had a chance to meet in version 1.4.
I know, tell me about it. I'm so glad that they invited me to the show. I've always been super curious about what it's like to do a special program. It always looked like you and Karina were having so much fun in the previous ones.
Hey, that's what the special program's all about. And today certainly won't be an exception, as we are joined by Keith Silverstein.
Dun-da-da.
Oh, I like the trumpet there. Very nice. Hi, everybody. My name's Keith Silverstein, and I voice Zhang Li, consultant for the Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor in Genshin Impact.
Also known as Morax,
Yes,
god
Mr.
of
Zhang
Geo.
Li himself, who, spoiler alert, is really Morax. That's right, the Geo Archon, widely respected as Rex Lapis, the god of contracts himself. Whew, talk about a list of titles.
I love
And that is exactly
background
why I
art.
leave the introductions to you, Zach.
Honestly, it's so hard to express how much we love your performance in the game, Keith. And by we, I obviously mean myself and a lot of other players.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you.
It is really an honor to play a role that's loved by so many, myself included, of
Oh, yeah.
course. And come on, how exciting is this? I'm so excited that I'm doing a version preview with you guys. This is going to be great.
Yeah, so why don't we take a quick moment to thank our viewers for joining us today and for their amazing support of Genshin Impact.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Yes, big thank you to the entire Genshin Impact community. Thanks for your love and support.
So, Keith, what do you think of Genshin Impact so far?
Well, I mean, we all know it's an amazing game. I mean, right off the bat, it's beautiful. You know, the graphics, the character design, everything. But the thing that really has blown me away has really been just the fan base. Just that this game is so popular worldwide, and I mean, it's such an honor to be a part of something like that.
Totally agree. I've loved interacting with the fan base myself, and currently I'm still on the grind. I just love the gameplay, the graphics are absolutely beautiful, and I also love playing the game on my phone whenever I can't get to my PC.
Okay, so here's a question, Zach. What have you enjoyed the most in version 1.4 so far?
Ooh, you know, it's so tough because I love all the mini games, but I think my favorite one is Ballads of Breeze. And I just love getting out my lyre, too, as I travel around to that and play my random little songs.
That sounds pretty cool.
Sharing my musical genius.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier.
Let's not go too far there.
It's a little
Zach.
easier on the
I mean, I'm sure you're
PC
good
version
at it,
than
but,
the PlayStation version.
Yeah, I'm sure you're great.
Switch between the keys
Anyways,
for
I
that.
believe many of our viewers are waiting to hear more about what's in store for version 1.5.
Yes, please.
So why don't we start things off with a quick overview?
Sounds great.
Take it away, Zach.
You got it. In version 1.5, we'll have some brand new characters, several cool new monsters, and various special events. We'll also have an all-new feature to explore. And as always, there will be some optimizations and adjustments to our overall gaming experience.
But of course,
Wow, very nice.
Aside from all the new content, Genshin Impact is also having its native release for PlayStation 5 on April 28th, the same day version 1.5 comes online, so that's definitely exciting.
Totally. It's great news for our PlayStation 5 players out there.
Yeah, we'll get our
All
first
three of
glimpse
them.
of version 1.5 from the trailer. But before we get to that, I'd like to remind our viewers that we'll be giving away redemption codes throughout the stream.
In terms of Primo Gems, we have Primo Gems.
Yeah, and just remember that they might appear at any time during the show, so be sure to stick around for those. Okay, now let's take a first look at the official trailer for Genshin Impact version 1.5, Beneath the Light of Jadeite.
Alright, let's take a look at this trailer. Hello. This is ominous.
Fated, we will meet again.
Oh, this is ominous. Oh, that looks like Dragon
It
Spine.
must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets and picks. I guess that could have been them. And there was a child staggering in front of them.
Oh, You, the creepy one.
This is I, Jaffa,
Ooh,
forged
hello.
of elemental crystal.
You look nasty. That place looks gorgeous. Oh, hello.
The enraged earth will not absolve you! Ah!
Oh, that's not good.
You stand upon your tomb.
I love it when the boss is voice acting.
Quake!
There is a fine line between good and evil.
This is order.
I want this
Humanity
soundtrack.
that attacks the ley lines that sustained me. So here lies the wisdom of the gods.
I want this soundtrack. I want this soundtrack.
Dust!
Hey, wait a minute. Does this count as martial arts? Ready for trial.
Ah, new character.
Incinerate!
And she's a pyrocatalyst. Neat. And we've got an ice
Wrap up the
boss.
flame.
Oh boy.
Inadmissible evidence! Well, I guess I've mastered both the pen and the sword.
I'm gonna guess you're some kind of lawyer.
People tell me that if I just spoke more softly, others may find it easier to forgive me. But the only
Hoorah.
reason they think that way is because they've never been branded a pariah before. I condemn you! Freeze to the core!
Oh, lordy no. That's an Abyss
Eye
character.
for an eye!
That's a... Ooh, no. That's a new Electro boss.
Vengeance will be mine!
Oh. Hello.
This Serenity Pot is all yours now.
What? What is this? Oh. Hello.
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
Oh, I'm getting so much Wildstar vibes from this. This... this is housing! In-game housing. Well, not so much housing as more an entire plot. that looks more like... That's not so much housing as it is our own island. By the looks of things here. Oh, I'm getting so much Wildstar vibes from this. Oh, God. Wildstar was an MMORPG by Carbine Studios who broke off from Blizzard a while back. It's no longer around anymore, but at one point you had housing which was on your own private floating island, and you could do up a ton of stuff on it. Like, you had your main house, obviously, but then you had, like... Ooh, that is good. I'm screenshotting that. That just... That looks for a nice wallpaper. Yeah, this... oh, God. So, we're gonna get each of these houses. We're gonna... God, we can get pets on it? Well, not so much pets, as more kind of a bunch of animals. We can visit each other's houses. Hello. Looks like an event thing. Energy amplifier initiation? What on earth? Okay. Battlefront Misty Dungeon. Okay, interesting. Wind Trace. Oh lordy, it's this game! Oh my god, they brought this into Genshin! But of course. Mimi Tomo. Track the unusual hilly trails down and get blueprints for the house. Overflowing mastery. Okay, it looks like something to do with domains, so probably in the same vein as what we had with the Leyline stuff earlier. And more hangout events and new artifact loots. Neat. Interesting. Cool. This looks good.
Wow, there was a lot going on in that trailer. It
Yeah.
looks like Zhongli is gonna have a new storyline here with a super tough-looking dragon to fight. So be careful out there, Zach.
Hey, I've leveled up a lot since the last version. This dragon's got nothing on me.
Yeah, sure, Zach. You really expect us to believe that?
Personally, I'm excited for these new characters. They look super cool.
Yeah, and that sounds like a solid place to start, so why don't I begin by introducing the new characters first?
Sounds good to me.
Please do. She looks nice. Ooh, lordy. I do wonder how how differently she'll play from Chon-Yun, who's also a Cryo Claymore character. Because when you've got two characters with the same element with the same weapon, trying to make them feel different is going to be interesting to see how they do this.
You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? All right
Susie
then,
Ewan.
I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
That sounds mildly threatening.
Introducing our new playable character, Eula, captain of the Knights of Favonius Reconnaissance Company. She carries a cryovision and elegantly wields her frosty claymore.
Yeah, the way she handles her weapon is truly amazing. Like, she even did a cartwheel with her sword. No wonder she's called the Spindrift Knight.
Yeah, her combat style really stands out.
Forget fighting. Her style is more like dancing or gymnastics.
Seriously, she doesn't move like other claymore wielders at all. Her motions are way lighter and more fluid.
Perhaps that's a result of the training passed down through her aristocratic bloodline.
Oh, she's a descendant of the family that was once overthrown by the Knights of Favonius, right?
Mm-hmm, that is correct.
Ooh, I'm sensing a complex backstory here. Now the question comes, why would she be serving in the Knights of Favonius?
I don't know. For revenge? Maybe. I don't know.
Well, yes and no. Although Eula often talks about taking revenge on others, she doesn't seem to mean it for real. As strange as it sounds, it's just her own way of expressing care for other people. Let's have a look at her skills, shall we?
Yes, please.
Oh, gosh, she's a
With her
tsundere.
elemental skill, Ice Tide Vortex,
Makes sense.
Eula slashes swiftly, dealing cryo damage. However, her elemental skill has different effects depending on whether you tap or hold the skill button.
Oh, but of course.
Ooh, interesting. Tell us more.
Yeah.
When tapping the elemental skill, Eula gains a stack of Grimheart by hitting an opponent. Grimheart increases Eula's defense and resistance to interruption.
Sounds cool for a claymore wielder. What will happen if we hold her elemental skill then?
I was hoping you would ask that. When the skill is held, Eula consumes the stacks of Grimheart, and surrounding opponents will have their physical resistance and cryo resistance decreased.
Okay.
Now, each stack of Grimheart consumed will be converted into an Ice World brand that deals cryo damage to nearby opponents.
Ooh, I'm loving her Grimheart mechanic already.
Yeah, me too.
Eula's Elemental Burst, Glacial Illumination, deals cryo damage to nearby opponents and creates a Lightfall sword that follows her around for a certain duration. When her own normal attacks, Elemental Skill and Elemental Burst deal damage to opponents, they will charge the Lightfall sword until it explodes violently once its duration ends.
An explosive icy sword. Wow. That seems almost like a contradiction. I mean, ice that explodes? It's like mixing opposites.
Right? But it somehow
Well,
fits on her
ice has
character,
known
you
to
know?
explode.
A noble heir who joins the family's arch-enemy, who moves elegantly but causes violent explosions, who manipulates cryo element but is called the Spindrift Knight. She's full of contradictions.
Nice, Sarah. That's pretty deep.
Thanks.
Hey, why don't we take a look at our next new playable character in version 1.5?
Ooh, please
Sounds
do.
good.
Yanfei. I like her design already. Quite cute. Oh, hey, that little kick there. She definitely seems to be quite bouncy as a character.
Need a cure for insomnia?
She's a
Let
lawyer.
me read you the history of the development of Liyue's legal system. None of my friends have ever lasted longer than 20 minutes.
The other new playable character in version 1.5 is Yanfei.
Oh, Yenfei.
a legal advisor active in Liyue Harbor. She's a catalyst wielder and holds a pyrovision. Interestingly enough, she happens to be part illuminated beast.
Oh, just like Ganyu.
Neat.
Exactly.
So, are those 2 sticks on her head her version of horns, or are they more like antlers?
Wait, I thought those were her pigtails, no?
No, Zach, not at all. Those are the symbol of her illuminated beast heritage.
Okay, so question. Would that mean she knows Rex Lapis then? Or would she be bound by a contract with Morax in some way?
You mean like as a legal advisor for the god of contracts?
That would be quite the big title, but yeah, something like that?
Even Morax doesn't have command of all the illuminated beasts. Yenfei is one of the few that didn't sign a contract with him.
Oh, why is that?
She was born in a peaceful era. Therefore, there was no need for her to fight in any cruel wars like her predecessors. Interestingly, as a free illuminated beast, she's put herself in a profession where her job is to interpret laws and help others deal with conflicts and disputes.
Nice.
Okay, so her work is all related to contracts, right? Because I know I saw some sort of gigantic pyro stamp slamming down when she attacks. You know, like the kind of thing you'd see used to stamp a contract?
Mm-hmm. You are correct. Both her normal attack, her elemental skill signed edict, and her elemental burst done deal grant her scarlet seals, which decrease Yenfei's stamina consumption. But these scarlet seals are not the big seal you saw.
You need to use stamina in order to
so the
use
scarlet
a charge
seals must
attack.
have been all those little red markings floating around her.
That's right. When she uses her charged attack, Yenfei consumes all scarlet seals, which in turn increase her charged attack's area of effect and damage.
Oh, so that's what I saw.
It sure was. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is that Eula and Yenfei have some special connections to one another.
What would a night in Mondstadt have to do with a legal advisor in Liyue Harbor?
Sounds like a mystery.
Yes, indeed. One which the travelers will get to discover on their own.
Leave it to me.
Rude. Leave it to us.
Oh, yeah, right. Us.
Right.
Oh, you two. And that's all the latest we have on the new characters.
Wait a minute. Didn't you forget something?
I don't think so. You know, I have a pretty good memory, Zach.
Zach was gonna ask where we'll get to pull these adorable new characters from, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get to that, all in good time. Right now seems to be a good time for us to give away our first redemption code.
Oh, now?
Like I said, you never know when they'll appear.
I do like Yenfei.
Precisely. The first code will be unearthed in 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty, so there's. I know. I thought she was a jester character as well. First of all, just from the kind of character design aspects, but no, she's apparently a legal advisor. Huh? Who knew? No. That's interesting. I wonder what on earth kind of connection she has with Eula. That's what I'm wondering. Jean Lee fan-made art contest coming soon. Oh god. Oh lordy. Miho, you have... Okay, they've probably got an idea of what kind of floodgates they're opening. Oh! Yeah, taking a note of these codes. And done.
It seems only fitting to collect some rewards before we talk about event wishes in version 1.5.
Yeah.
All right. I know you guys are anxious to hear more. In version 1.5, the 2 5-star characters Zhongli and Eula will appear successively in their own separate event wishes.
Many of the players have been waiting for Zhongli's return, and it's finally happening!
The players have been waiting. I've been waiting. Okay, to elaborate, Yenfei will be featured in Zhongli's event wish, Gentry of Hermitage.
Okay.
The exact dates and durations for the event wishes will be officially announced later. Aside from the new characters, a new 5-star weapon and 2 sets of new artifacts will also be released in version 1.5.
Neat.
Ooh, very cool.
That new claymore looks pretty ornate. It sort of reminds me of the 5-star bow Elegy for the End from version 1.4.
Oh, good observation.
Yeah, they're from the
now,
same
this
set,
new
I think.
5-star claymore is called Song of Broken Pines, and it has a physical damage bonus.
Neat.
It has quite a poetic name, too. I wonder if it belongs to the same
decent,
series as Elegy for the End.
Perhaps. And there may even be a hidden story behind them.
Ooh, I already feel a story
Lovely.
coming. You know, whenever Keith even mentions the word story, I just want to break out the popcorn.
I know exactly what you mean. Let me guess, it's a very epic and long story.
Ah, yes, a very long story.
Really have big imaginations, you know that? Look, aside from the weapons, there will be 2 sets of new artifacts for players to
What happened
collect.
to
Tenacity of the Millilith and Pale Flame.
Ooh,
No,
awesome.
why are
Where
you
can we
auto-
get them?
Why are you autoing? Don't auto. Ah, dang
The
it.
2 sets
There
of
we
new
go.
artifacts for players to collect. Tenacity of the Millilith and Pale Flame.
Ooh, awesome. Where can we get them?
If past updates are any indication, my bet would be that they'll be in a new domain.
And that is correct. The new domain, Ridgewatch, will be available to travelers after the version update. Now, it's located in the mountainous area that connects Mondstadt and Liyue.
Finally, we're getting a teleport waypoint there. That's always been one of the harder areas for players to reach.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people have used their portable waypoints to get there. Now we can save those for some other places.
Now, in addition to the new gear, some new storylines will be released too. After the version 1.5 update, Diana's Hangout event and Act 2 of Noelle's Hangout event will be
Ooh.
available for players to enjoy.
Act 2 of
with Noelle? That is so sweet. I
Nice.
really love the Hangout memory illustrations with Noelle.
Okay, but that's not the only Act 2 we're getting in version 1.5.
Oh.
Act 2 of Zhongli's story quest will be released in the update as well,
Neat.
followed by Eula's own story quest.
Wow, I already can't wait to see more of Zhongli's storyline. Can you tell us more about what's going to happen, Keith?
Well, as you saw in the trailer, the dragon Ajdaha, who seems to have some, let's say, history with Zhongli, will be making an appearance in Zhongli's story quest.
Sounds
Nice.
interesting, but who exactly is this Ajdaha?
Oh, it was mentioned in the quest about the nameless treasure. Seems like Mr. Zhongli's past is finding its way back to him.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember, and meeting those who share the memory leaves an indescribable feeling.
Sarah, look, it's him!
It is!
You guys. Okay, in a word, Ajdaha is going to play an important role in Zhongli's story quest, and the disturbance it causes will also pose a serious threat to Liyue. Furthermore, this dragon will become a weekly boss, so let's take a closer look at it in battle.
Oh, I love this soundtrack. And it's gonna be a weekly boss, so on top of Dvalin, Andreas, Child, we've now got this guy as well. Nice. Hopefully we get a lot more resin for this then. Oh, that's a thing. Oh boy. That's a lot of elemental effects flying around. Oh, lordy. Oh, we are so gonna die a lot.
All right, then.
I don't know. It actually looks kind of cute.
Sarah wants a new pet now.
Yeah, kind of cute, like it's gonna rip off my head.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
it's got that little cute smirk happening. I think it's kind of cute.
Oh, that's true.
Right? And
I
it's got those
suppose.
branches on its tail. And remember this place? There was a girl standing under a tree mumbling about the awakening of some most awe-inspiring individual. Remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, so she was
Yep.
talking about Ajdaha.
She was. Beneath the tree, or as it's called, the Dragon Queller, is the cavern where Ajdaha was sealed away.
This new monster reminds me of Geoviships.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They have plenty of similar
He's the
traits.
big
As
daddy
a
of
boss,
them.
Ajdaha can change its element, hence the different colors you see on its body.
It seems like when it switches its element, the surroundings in the domain change too.
Oh, looks like there will be a variety of conditions for us to deal with.
Ooh, are you excited, Zach?
Well,
Well,
with
yes.
all the lessons I've learned from fighting Geoviships, I'm confident that I can crush this Lord of Viships.
Good luck, Zach. You're the man. Okay, the next new monster we're about to meet will be a new member of the Hypostasis family, the Cryo-Hypostasis. Let's see it in action.
Okay. I wonder how this is going to differ from the cryo registine that we've got at the minute. Oh, already I'm seeing some issues. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's standard fare. That's standard fare. Oh, that's a thing.
When the cryohypostasis reaches low HP, it enters a shield to protect itself and recover from the damage. In the meanwhile, it attacks its enemies.
Which means us.
Huh, but it seems like we'll never be able to finish it off if we can't break the shield. So how can we take its shield down?
Oh, I know the answer to this one. Travelers will need to figure it out on their own in version 1.5.
Yeah.
And with that, the apprentice has become the master.
Yes, you are getting the idea. And there's one other new enemy we're going to see in version 1.5.
Yeah, we don't get all the
Perhaps
answers.
you two remember the Abyss Herald we encountered in version 1.4?
Oh, you mean that gigantic blue dude that works for me?
Well, technically, he would be my gigantic blue dude if you are the traveler.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Seriously, do you guys bicker about everything?
Yes.
Anyway,
Well, they are
it
siblings
turns out that
in-game.
another one of the Abyss Order's elite monsters will be making a debut in version 1.5. The Abyss Lector.
Abyss
Let's take a
Lector?
look, shall we?
Not the name I would have chosen, but then again, it is a dude with a floating book. So, I suppose Lecter fits. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, okay, that's gonna be interesting. And of course. Oh, that's gonna be interesting to deal with.
Okay, one thing to be
Thunderbolts of
noted
lightning,
is
very,
that some of
very
the Abyss Lector's
frightening me.
attacks will decrease characters' elemental energy once they hit their opponents.
Yeah.
So be sure to dodge those.
That's the thing that lets us
Only it
use
was
our
that
ultimates.
easy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, Zach, I know you well enough. What are you thinking about over there?
Well, the Abyss Herald we met before was like an assassin, whereas this Abyss Lector we see now seems more like a mage. The Herald could manipulate the Hydro element, while the Lector manipulates the Electro element. Now that I think about it, what if I could put them on my team?
Well, I mean, yeah, practically speaking, that would make a very good team.
Well, that could be what the lost sibling was thinking.
I'm sure the lost sibling said,
I will have order.
and now we have the Abyss Order.
Well, that's everything we have for our new monsters. So next, we will get a peek of an all-new permanent feature called Serenity Pot, which will be available starting in version 1.5. Zach, I'll leave this part to you.
Got it. After we helped the city get through its crisis, the Adepti of Liyue have taken note of our hard work. Knowing we are outlanders who often camp out in the wilds, they decided to give us a Serenity Pot as a gift.
Camping in the wild? Zach, we never camp.
Yeah, we just keep adventuring through the night.
Yeah. Serenity Pot. I like
Basically
the name.
homeless in the game.
So, is this Serenity Pot sort of like Madame Ping's magical teapot?
Yeah, it's what's known as a realm within.
Ooh, it sounds exciting. That was really nice of them. I hope it wasn't too difficult to make.
Well, the Adepti of Liyue are mighty illuminated beings with great power. Creating a realm within is nothing but creating a little trinket for them.
We're basically in a
You
genie's
sound so
lamp.
cool.
You
Anyways,
sound cool.
oh, thanks. Let's take a closer look inside this so-called teapot. For starters, there are 3 different realm layouts for us to choose from.
Oh.
Floating Abode, Emerald Peak, and Cool Isle.
Okay.
Wow, so this is what the Adepti would consider just a trinket?
Inside the realm, you'll find Tubby, a teapot spirit who manages all the general affairs in the realm within.
Oh, just like a butler.
Oh my gosh, Tubby is so round and cute!
Yeah, that is just
Love
adorable.
it.
And it plays an important role in our realm, too. When we raise its trust rank, it will give us some rewards and unlock new features for our realm. For example, the 3 different realm layouts. We'll have to increase our trust rank if we want to unlock them all.
Ah.
Okay, so question.
Okay.
If I rub Tubby, will it grant me 3 wishes?
What are you talking about? Tubby's not a genie.
Okay. I was just thinking, magic lamp, magic teapot. So anyway, how do we increase trust rank with Tubby then?
Whenever we create new furnishings, Tubby's trust increases. Moreover, with the help of the teapot spirit, we'll collect various blueprints from different sources. Once we've collected the necessary materials for creating furnishings, we can make those furnishings in the Serena teapot and use them to decorate our home. Of course, we can also buy some furnishings directly from Tubby.
Good. I'd like an ornate glazed lily patterned incense burner.
Really? That's a super specific choice.
Well, I'm a super specific guy.
Anyway, this Serena teapot will be a large personal realm that players may manage. They can take their time considering how to decorate the space and can fill it with the things they like to make it feel like home.
I see. Okay.
Lots and lots of bookcases
Then
for
let's
me,
prepare
thank you.
some radiant grade Noctilucus jade for starters.
Okay, first of all, your standard of home is way too high.
And that's wrong because...
I mean, you know what? You do you. You do you.
I'm gonna have tons and tons of bookcases.
Well, if we are short of any practical decoration ideas, we can also apply to enter our friends' realms for some inspiration. We can just stop by for a visit and snap some nice photos.
Ooh, that means we can throw parties in our personal realms. That'll be so fun.
That's lovely.
Are you gonna put me on your ultra-exclusive guest list, Zach?
Nope.
Zach!
Just kidding. You know, we're going from roughing it in the wild to luxurious house parties. I'm really excited for this one.
This
yeah,
does
and the
look very
realms
nice.
seem very large, too.
Large enough to unleash your imagination.
Yeah, we can create views outside the house and arrange the layouts of furnishings. And as we put more furnishings into the Serena teapot, our adeptal energy increases, enabling the realm to produce more realm currency.
So more furnishings increase adeptal energy. I like the sound of that.
I knew you'd
adeptal
like that.
energy?
So with this new realm currency you mentioned comes a new way of exchanging it, I suppose?
That's right. We can exchange realm currency for a variety of materials and rewards. And sometimes a teapot traveling salesman carrying realm treasures might appear. So be sure to check it out.
Noted. Whew, there's already a lot on everyone's to-do list for this feature.
Oh yeah.
And there might be even more to come in the future. Let's wait and see what the Serena teapot holds for us in store together.
I will, and in the meantime, I will stuff my realm with satisfying furnishings.
All right, just please don't make Tubby work too hard.
I won't, and as always, I'm sure the travelers will cover my expenses.
Huh? Wait a minute. What?
Can we even afford that?
Well, I mean, with the two of you together, you might be able to cover it.
I don't have
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm just kidding. You should have seen your faces right then.
Anyways, that's
expensive,
all the news
Shelby.
we have for the upcoming Serena teapot feature.
Oh,
In the
that looks
next
like a
section,
blueprint.
we'll get to learn about some exciting events that will be exclusive to version 1.5.
Interesting.
But now, it seems about time to give away our second redemption code.
Yeah, more rewards.
Practically speaking, the faster you act, the better.
Goodies inbound in 3, 2, 1.
I want a lot of bookshelves because I have a lot of books. I like collecting a lot of books. I have not seen the new episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier yet. I don't think that's come out here yet in the UK. There's usually a bit of a lag between when episodes appear over in the US, the UK, and all that stuff. So there's a couple of hours lag. So, usually. I don't know if it's appeared just yet. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to patch 1.5 for Genshin Impact. This has got a lot of stuff, and again, the Serena teapot is giving me serious Wildstar vibes. Oh god, I loved that game before it went all. Before it
Welcome
ended.
back, adventurers.
it's
It's
back.
time to unveil the special events coming in version 1.5.
Right.
Yes, I'm ready.
Show us the events.
So first on the list is an event called Energy Amplifier Initiation. In this
Yes,
event, a
what's going on
Sumeru
here?
researcher will ask us to gather Irminsul fruit fragments. For a time, we'll be
Irminsul.
entrusted with a
Where have I heard that name
mysterious
before?
ancient relic, the Energy Amplifier. With
That's
this
World Tree
relic,
stuff.
we can unleash the power of the fragments we collect. During the event, this Energy Amplifier will grant us some effects in combat.
So it really is literally amplifying our abilities. Speaking of ancient relics, I feel like Mr. Zhongli would know something about that.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking at me for? You know I'm not really Zhongli, right?
Oh.
But I do happen to have some insight on the energy amplifier. For one, there are variations of how you can configure the fragments into the energy amplifier. One variable, motive force, affects how many fragments one can configure. The higher the sum of your character's levels, the higher motive force you can provide to the energy
Some of the
amplifier.
levels. Oh boy.
With higher motive force, players will be able to equip more high-quality fragments to strengthen their team.
Good thing I've been
What
leveling
if
up
I
a
don't
bunch
have
of
enough characters at higher levels?
As always, Zach, that's where your friends come in. You can borrow up to 3 characters from your friends to increase your motive force. You got that, Zach?
Oh, friends. Yeah, got it. So the question then is, how do we gather all the fragments?
There are plenty of fragments spread all over the map. We'll search for the fragments in places of interest throughout the open world.
But it won't be easy to get treasures as powerful as Irminsul fruit fragments. Now, players will have to get rid of any trouble circling around the fragments before they're able to collect them.
Ah, that makes sense.
And we'll also be able to enter something called a Twisted Realm in the later phase of the event.
Oh.
Twisted Realm? Sounds like a teapot gone wrong.
Not exactly. There are 4 domains in the Twisted Realm, and each has different bizarre twists. We'll be able to select the difficulty and conditions for the domains we enter, just as in the previous Hypostatic Symphony event. Of course, higher difficulties will grant better rewards.
Okay, so this'll be one for players who are looking for some serious challenges.
And I should mention that a contract with Diona, the bartender of Mondstadt, will be one of the various rewards from the event shop.
Cool.
Nice.
It sounds like we can add her to our team by participating in all kinds of activities from the event.
That's right! Go get her! Our next event to introduce is called Battlefront, Misty Dungeon.
Huh? This sounds like a completely different kind of game.
In this event, there will be 6 themed trials for us to complete, and we'll only be able to use characters from a set pool of trial characters from the event. Throughout the trials, our team will not form any elemental resonance, and food and potions in our inventory will also not be accessible.
Oh god. Oh
no,
no.
that sounds tough.
But before each trial, we can preview the monsters we'll be encountering, along with some corresponding tips and tasks.
Okay.
So it is possible for us to choose characters that fit the conditions before we start.
Oh,
Nice,
good.
right?
Yeah, that's a relief. Whew. So, what do we need to do to pass these trials?
In each trial, players need to activate all 3 of the ancient runes within the time limit to gain access to the final challenge. There are benediction mechanics with the trials, which allow players to obtain certain bonus effects and make it easier to complete the trials.
At the same time, there are also some automated weapons systems that will detect and attack any intruders. Players will need to use the appropriate reactions to temporarily disable these devices.
We're definitely gonna have to use our heads to get the right strategies.
Yeah, this is gonna be a very
and with
thinky game.
rewards like Primo Gems, Mora, and other materials awaiting, it'll definitely be worth a shot.
Primo Gems? Oh, I'm in!
Our next event is called Mimi Tomo.
Sounds Hilichurlian?
You nailed it! This event is about a certain unusual hilly churl we might encounter in various locations.
Oh,
I see.
that thing.
The one that
Which I-
throws Primo Gems at players, right?
Okay, to viewers who are searching for where you can find this unusual hilly churl right now, just know you can't actually use the Primo Gems it throws at you.
Lately, this unusual hilly churl has been stirring up trouble on the merchant routes. It's time for us to teach it a lesson.
But this Hilichurl is not an easy one to trace.
So we'll need to borrow
Yeah, tell
some
me about
help
it.
from an expert.
Even with
Perhaps
spawn
you remember
locations,
the
I haven't
hilly
been able to
churlian
find the damn
expert
thing.
Ella Musk?
Yeah, you mean that little girl in the library?
So it's time for her to teach us a lesson.
Yeah. We'll be utilizing the handy handbook of Hilly Churlian from her to communicate with other Hilly Churls for intel on the whereabouts of this unusual Hilly Churl.
That seems like fun, but I'm not sure I can memorize that much Hilichurlian.
Yeah.
You can write it down, Zach.
Or you can take a screenshot.
Oh, yeah, screenshot. Now that's good advice.
Yeah, that
The
works
only
if you're
question
on
now
a
is,
device that
how
isn't.
reliable is this handy handbook of Hilichurlian? After all, it has a disclaimer on its title page saying it cannot be held responsible for any consequences of its use.
Wait, so you're saying it could potentially do more harm than good?
If that's the case, we'll have to persuade the Hilly Churls by physical means.
Ooh, now that's what I'm talking about. He could be quite persuasive that way.
That wouldn't be persuasion.
Wait, now I'm confused. We're talking about bribing them with some apples or something, right? Like that type of persuasion?
Oh,
Oh,
apples.
Yeah.
right,
Now
sure,
you're making me feel like I'm a bad person.
That persuasion.
Anyway, players will gain some furnishing blueprints, primo gems, and other rewards from the event, so be
Those
sure
look
not to
nice.
miss out on this one. Our next event is simply called Wind Trace. Personally, I'd like to call it Hide and Seek.
All right, sounds fun.
And in case you're wondering, Wind Trace actually originates from when ancient nobles were hunting for rebels in Mondstadt.
Okay. Now things are starting to sound a little bit scary.
No worries, Zach. Today it's transcended from its dark history, passing down only the names of the two sides, Hunter and Rebels.
Oh, so what does a round of Wind Trace look like?
I'm glad you asked, Zach. Players will be playing in contested zones. They will be allocated one of the two sides, the Hunter or the Rebels. The Rebels hide and the Hunter seeks. But there's more to it than just that. The Rebels can use their windward arts to disguise themselves, place bait, or temporarily enter a hidden state.
All right, sounds interesting. How about the Hunter? What can they do?
The Hunter can use various arts to detect the location of the Rebels and disable their tricks and disguises.
So, the two sides are really going at it then.
Yeah, and during the game, favors will descend upon the area at random, and both sides can pick up these favors to help charge up their own so-called secret favor.
There are 5 contested zones in the open world, so those who are familiar with all the areas and terrain will have some advantages.
Good news for those treasure chest hunters out there.
Indeed.
Players will obtain Wind Trace coins from
Oh,
the
that is
event and unlock a
cute.
variety of rewards, including a Wind Trace themed name card. But if you play the
Nice.
game in co-op mode with your friends, or if you've already reached the daily limit of obtainable Wind Trace coins, then you won't be able to gain any more.
Ah, I see.
I hope you'll all enjoy this little game. Our final event is called Overflowing Mastery.
We had Leyline Overflow before, right?
That's right.
This
Only
should
this
be
time
pretty,
we
pretty
will
handy.
have doubled talent level up materials.
Yes.
During the event, we will have 3 chances daily to collect double rewards using original resin from selected domains of mastery.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time we'll have an event that doubles talent level up materials. That's huge.
Exactly. So if you need to grind for talent level up materials, this will be your chance.
I bet everybody's gonna love that. All right, that's about
Can
all
confirm.
we have for the special events in version 1.5. As always, the last part of our version previews will be regarding new
Ooh, that's gonna be
optimizations
handy.
and adjustments coming to the game. Keith, would you like to explain the coming changes for version 1.5 to our viewers?
Sure thing. Starting from version 1.5, the cost of original resin to claim rewards for the first 3 weekly bosses will be reduced from 60 to 30.
Oh, thank
Okay,
God.
that's half the cost.
Yeah, and we'll have a total of 4 weekly bosses, so that means we'll be able to claim rewards from all the weekly bosses using a single day's resin.
And we'll even have 10 original resin left over.
Oh, check you out, Sarah.
Doing the
Yeah.
maths.
Next, after the version update, character companionship experience gained while playing in team with other players in co-op mode will be doubled.
So, if we want to accelerate our friendship with some characters and learn more about their stories, we can defeat bosses or clear domains with other players in co-op mode.
Nice.
Oh yes.
Okay.
No need to remind me on the importance of friends again.
Sorry, Zach.
Need some more of those.
The third optimization will be about mailing alerts for when events are ending. After the version
that'll be
update,
much
Genshin Impact will
handy.
send mail alerts to players before any limited time events end.
Yeah, considering all the unique gameplay and loads of rewards from those limited time events, it would be a pity to miss them.
Definitely. For players who are too busy to check the end time of each event, the mail alert will for sure come in handy.
Yeah, absolutely. Our last optimization, coming in version 1.5, will be about slimming down the game's overall size.
Oh,
This'll
that
be
sounds
handy for
kind of
mobile.
cool.
With this optimization, players can manage the voiceover files they've installed. If you no longer want to keep the audio files for a certain language, you can delete the corresponding voiceover files manually. And that audio pack will not update in future version updates.
Oh,
I imagine that could save quite a bit of space. I know audio
Nice.
files can be massive.
that is definitely going to
But what
save
if they
some
decide
space.
to delete the English voiceovers?
No, don't delete us, please! Don't you want to hear more of me?
Well, there's not much of us in there anyway.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. I guess it doesn't hurt that much when you put it that way.
No, it does hurt because Zhongli has a lot to say. So please, keep the English files.
If you like us, then please keep the English voiceovers, everyone. And on that note, it's time to release the third redemption code to our loyal viewers.
Yay!
I do wonder
Are
if they're
you
going to have
ready?
a feature where you can
3,
reinstall the
2,
voice files if you want to
1,
later down the line.
Go!
It's all well and good saying you can delete the voice files from the thing and not have them update as later patches come along. But I wonder, but they should have an option to kind of bring the voice files back if you say later on want to hear the game in the other languages. So should be interesting. I do love the art. The art is always lovely. Looking forward to going on Reddit later and finding this just the straight up raw image minus the text. Because they're usually quite good for that. There you go. Look back in the thing now. It's gonna be interesting to see how this goes out how it all turns out when we start playing it. So that's gonna be interesting to see how this goes. Am I ready for a Legendary Edition in the, I presume that's referring to Mass Effect. I've got space. I've got space on the hard drive for it, so... And, hello everyone who's
Well, I hope everyone has caught all the codes. And I think it's about time to wrap up the show.
Time really flew by.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
How did you like your first special program, Sarah?
I've loved being here with you guys. It's so special and fun. Plus, the twins got to be reunited, even if it was only for a little bit. I really hope that they'll invite me for more special programs in the future because this was super fun.
Yeah, I hope so too. And how about you, Keith? How did you like doing the special program?
Are you kidding? I love this. I mean, what's better than being able to make all of these announcements? I mean, everyone's so hyped to find out what's in store, and we get to be the people to share that with them, so it's amazing. Plus, I am looking forward to spending quite a bit of time in the Serena Teapot.
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, that's gonna spend a lot of time in there.
Thanks for watching the Genshin Impact version 1.5 special program, everyone. And I hope you all have fun in your teapots.
Bye, everybody. See you in version 1.5.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
So that's from the...
Are you still there?
Yep.
Yes. I was hoping you'd still be there because we have an extra special surprise for you.
Oh?
Check this out.
Inazuma! Oh, hello. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh. War? There's war going on there? Ah! That's the Electro Archon's house. Ooh, Inazuma, the next region. I don't think that's concept art sneak peeks though. So I don't think that's going to arrive in 1.5. Maybe 1.6. Maybe 1.6. But, oh yes, that was lovely. So that was the 1.5 special program for Genshin Impact with the trailer at the start of this, showing that it's going to be on the 28th of this month. So just a little over 2 weeks from now until 1.5 comes out. Oh, that's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. So I will be definitely doing a stream of that on that day. We'll be a little late to that one, or early, depending on when the patch launches, to be fair. If it launches before I have to go to work, I'll be able to get some of it done and then do some more when I come back. If it doesn't launch until after I get back, then it'll have to be when I get back. Well, after I've had tea, anyway. Anyway, thank you everyone for sticking around and watching this with me. And, oh yeah, that's definitely, they should invite the goddess. Yeah, that's gonna be, ooh. I really hope for 1.6 that they do have one of the Inazuma characters for this. Which is kind of interesting that they didn't have that for the English one, because for the Chinese version of this, they had an Inazuma character, a pink-haired, robe-wearing character to talk about this, to talk about the Inazuma region. Interesting they didn't have that for the English one. I think it might be because they haven't picked a voice actress for them yet, maybe. Or they haven't finalized, or they're not willing to share that information just yet. Who knows? But, yeah, for the time being, however, I'll see you guys in... Well, I'll probably see you guys next week, maybe? What's my schedule? Yep, I will see you guys round about this time-ish next week for Nier Replicant streams, which I'll be doing an hour or two every day, once it releases on the 23rd. And of course, then the 28th comes along with 1.5 Genshin Impact. So, it's going to be a pretty busy schedule. Anyway, JaffaArchfiend, out.